Let me see, am I recording? Yeah. Hello all. So it's been a long time since I made a video. Got a lot hairier and all. But, man. So we're at war with Hamas. And just in case you missed the news, Hamas launched a major attack on Israel, including for them, a very gigantic ground incursion into Israel, murdering hundreds of Israeli civilians and many, many rockets across large parts of Israel. And so there's been a lot of news coverage on this, but there's a particular angle that I think most people have missed, and that is, how are Israelis reacting? Are people on the ground right here taking this? And what's going to come next? Well, people are scared, obviously. A lot of people are very scared. Most people are very, very angry. Hamas has really crossed the Rubicon on this. This is not something they can come back from. This, this is not going to end well for them. That's a topic I'll get into later. So some people are blaming Bibi Netanyahu because obviously someone's got to do it about everything. But for the most part, Israelis are taking this sort of in stride. Everyone is very focused and understanding on the need for unity and the need to see that this ends exactly one way, that being the end of Hamas. So, how's this going to go? Well, Hamas has done something that they've never done before, that no terrorist organization has done before. They're directly militarily challenging Israel. This ground incursion, they're directly challenging Israel militarily in a way that no one has done since 1973. Which is another thing to get to later. They're doomed. There's no way they can do it. There's no way they can beat us. We have the skill, the technology, the resources, and once we're fully mobilized, the numbers to wipe Gaza off the map. And, if necessary, the West Bank, Syria, and Lebanon, too. So, why did Hamas start this? Hamas and all their friends, because obviously the Muslim Brotherhood and all the other terrorist groups in Gaza are in on this. Well, there's one conspiracy theory I've heard that says that Iran is behind this, and some American also said Iran and Russia, which makes a great deal of sense. Iran, at least. Russia, I could see them being involved, but I don't have as compelling reason for it as far as I can see. Israel and Saudi Arabia are becoming very close, and we are both prime enemies of Iran. So the two of us becoming close is basically Iran's nightmare. And this whole thing is coming very conveniently for Iran. And Iran is a major supplier to Hamas of money and material. So they have motivation, and they have a certain amount of certain amount of means for this. Some people are saying that there's no way that Hamas could have planned this operation; that only could have been done by Iran and/or Russia. I don't know about that. Hamas has managed to surprise us before. Now, like I said, Iran has means and motive. Hamas really doesn't have motivation to do this. Iran does. Hamas does not. Because they need to be very stupid to think they can get away with this. They can't. This is not something that Israel will ever let down. almost 50 years ago, almost to the day, the Yom Kippur War began with a surprise attack on an Israeli holiday. This is very, very symbolic. The massive attacks on Israeli civilians, the videos of gloating about taking hostages. There are videos being passed around online of Jewish children in cages in Gaza. This is Pearl Harbor, only a lot more personal. And if you don't know how that ended, you look it up. So currently, our government is putting together a unity government, including our government and the opposition parties. Armies mobilizing, and so far there's very little activity from the West Bank and Hezbollah, which is a little surprising because usually when anything starts in one of these three places, the other two open up very quickly. It is a little surprising how very quiet Hamas has kept this, and I think one of the reasons that they managed to keep it so quiet is that they really strictly kept it in Gaza, in the geographical area that they control. There's been very little, as far as I know, there's been no real attacks from inside of Israel, which has been a very big part of Hamas's operations for a very long time. So, anyway. Yeah. There was one other thing I wanted to talk about. What was it? I don't remember. Oh, right. So, how they did it. How they managed to do this. There are a lot of people asking how they did this, how they managed to break through. Well, the thing is, the border with Gaza is not really fortified. There's a fence, there are roadblocks, there are bases controlling the roads and covering the towns and major population centers. There's not like a literal wall all the way around Gaza. There's no ditch. There's no trench filled with soldiers across the, I don't know how many dozens of miles around the border is. Now, there are two reasons for this. First is money. The IDF doesn't have enough of it, and they don't have enough money to build and maintain and keep manned a World War I style trench all the way from the border to the sea. And the other is that it was never needed. From 1948 to now, from Gaza, we've been facing border raids. These are conducted, small numbers of people cross over, they sneak across, they dig under, they cut through a fence, and the way you deal with those is observation, with patrols, with small mobile units controlling controlling the roads and the ways of transporting. I forget the word. So this is a very new thing that we've never had to deal with before, and this ends only one way. Can Israel lose this? It's possible. The only way we can lose this, like I said, we have the resources and the skill. We can wipe them out. The only thing that can stop us is if we fail to stay unified in the face of the political and economic pressure that we're going to face from large parts of the world if we do what we need to do to win this war, to end this war, to get rid of Hamas and all their friends. Based on what I've seen so far, and what I hope the future holds, we're going to do it. So thanks for watching, and I hope you have a nice day.